Can you please just stop? Ever since we got put into this dorm room together, you've just been pressing my buttons in a way I can't even describe. Yeah, that's right. Why? Because you're constantly putting your clothes on my side of the room, constantly talking on the phone, constantly doing everything you possibly can to make my life difficult and to be in my personal space. And I really, really don't appreciate that. I can't tell you how annoying I find it. You're just living? Is that what you call that? You call being up at all hours of the day and night, sending text messages, watching TV on your phone, all of that. That's just normal? Well, let me tell you something. It's not. And even if that is how you want to live your life, you need to respect the boundaries that I've put up for us to be in this co ed dorm together. I know you didn't ask to be with me, and I didn't ask to be with you either. But here we are. So we're going to have to figure something out because honestly, if I have to keep living like this, I'm going to completely freak out on you. And you wouldn't like it when I freak out on you. No, this is not freaking out on you. This is telling you very clearly and directly what I need from you and what my expectations for you are. And they are that you will respect me and my space. It's really, really quite simple. And honestly, I don't know why you're having so much trouble understanding it. I'm not going to write you a list. Asking me every little situation. Are you serious? Are you trying to make fun of me now? Are you mocking this? Because I swear, if you're mocking this, I'm just going to storm out of here and go do everything I can to get you thrown out of this dorm room. And I really don't care if you have nowhere to live for the rest of the semester. We're stuck in this terrible situation together and you're laughing. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Don't look at me like you're going to argue with me more. I've really had enough of you giving me attitude throughout the last couple days. We've only been in here for like 2 weeks. No, you're right. Oh, it's only been a week. I can't believe it. We've only been here for a week, and yet I'm already ready to throw myself or you out a window. Well, because I'm giving you a very, very simple setup to follow. You just stay on your side of the room, and I stay on my side of the room, and that's it. I don't know why this is so hard. Yes, that includes the sound of your voice. It should never come over to this side of my room. Don't laugh at me. No, I'm not trying to be difficult. Don't you understand? I'm just setting boundaries and rules for you so that I can live in peace. That's it. You've got confidence, I'll give you that. Most people would have just nodded and smiled because every time I live with someone, it just seems that it doesn't work out. Yeah, this isn't the first time that I've lived with a roommate. Why, is it yours? Because for me, I had a roommate a couple of times and, well, it just never seems to work out because, I don't know, they just can't respect rules and boundaries. And it seems like that's where this is going with you, and that can be really frustrating. No, it's not that I want to be mean. It's that I just put up barriers to protect myself from the outside world. That's very, very kind of you. All right, I guess you can come over here. Yeah, sometimes I struggle. Even though I seem kind of rough on the exterior, inside it's really because I'm hurting, Those roommates I was talking about, they were really good friends that got messed up in some things they shouldn't have gotten messed up in. And, next thing that you knew, there was trouble. And I tried to help them, but I wasn't really able to. And, in the end, I don't really know what happened, honestly, but I never saw them again. Yeah. No, thank you. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate it. And ever since then, I've just told myself that the only way to protect myself is to be kind of cold and distant. That's why I signed up for random roommate. No, I think it makes sense. Why would I want to live with someone that I care about? so that I can watch them self-destruct. I've already done that. I don't need that again in my life, you know? I know not everyone self-destructs, but for me at least, it's just happened too many times. And yeah, it might have had something to do with the crowd that I used to hang out with. But honestly, it doesn't make it any easier. I have to think about it and live with that every day. All the destruction that went on in their lives, and it's easier to just protect myself by not letting anyone get close to me, you know? So I thought if I lived with random people, I just would never care about them and I could keep my distance. But it's not really how I am. It's not really how I want to be or how I want to live. I'm actually quite friendly, social on the inside, I think. I mean, I push it down a lot, but I used to really enjoy going to parties and meeting new people. And yeah, you can come. No, you can come a little closer. That's okay. You know, I never noticed, now that you're standing in front of me, the little specks of color in your eye. They're really pretty, actually. Can you put your hand on me? Sure. Wow, that feels really nice. No one's hugged me like that before. Or at least not in a really long time. I know that you want to respect my boundaries and that you want to make this work. We both need the housing, so we don't really have anywhere else to go, or at least wouldn't want to have to find somewhere else to live now that we've kind of gotten set up here. So we can find a way to make it work. I can mellow out a little bit. I see that you're a really sincere person, and I really appreciate that. Honestly, I can't remember the last time somebody was nice to me, like you're being right now. How does that make me feel? A little hesitant, that's for sure, but it's also kind of nice. Hey, would you mind if I hugged you again? Okay. Yeah, I'll just step forward like this and pull you in. And yeah, thank you. That felt great. We can talk a little more about how we can set up a system that's respectful of both of our spaces. And I can try harder to not be so negative and so hostile all the time. I wouldn't say that. I don't think it's an abrupt change. I think I just get a really good vibe from you, you know? You seem really genuine and like I can trust you, like you're not going to hurt me. And well, I really appreciate that a lot. It's been a long time. So why don't we go get something to drink? We could just get a coffee down at the cafe on the corner. Would that be okay? Yeah? Okay. And while we're there, we can talk about how I can be a little bit less rigid and distant. And we can find a way to make this work together. Yeah, I would really like that. Thank you so much.